Attention listeners, mark your calendars for Colorado Gives Day on December 10th. Support AfterSight and give to the causes you care about. Go to coloradogivesday.org/organizations/AfterSight between now and December 10th to make your donation.
I have a quick tip using Spotlight on iPhone with VoiceOver. So first, what is Spotlight? Spotlight is how you search anything on your device or on the internet, all in one place. You can do a ton of stuff with it. You can do calendar events, you can do to-dos, you can do all kinds of stuff. It's limitless. You can even open apps from there or do internet searches. The way you would access this from the home screen is you would do a 3-finger swipe down from the top. Then you're going to see a search box show up at the top of your screen, and there's going to usually be some immediate icons or other little apps that will show up by default because those are things you use most often. Now, the more you use Spotlight, that might change. If you're looking to access Spotlight faster, then check this out. From the lock screen, you do a 3-finger swipe down and Spotlight shows up right there. You don't even have to click into your phone to go to the desktop or any of that. So that's super fast, easy. If you're somewhere and you need to look something up or find out some information, all you have to do is click the lock screen, do a 3-finger swipe down, Spotlight shows up right there with a search bar right at the top and everything. And you're searching for whatever it is super fast. So give that a try and enjoy.
Marty and myself are both using the Vocaster from Focusrite as our audio interface. The setup process, though, was not the easiest, and we struggled with getting VoiceOver out of the mix, especially while in Zoom calls. Friend of the show, Demasi, created this content to show you how to use Loopback and get VoiceOver out of your mix. Check it out.
How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to drop in real quick with a quick tip for those of you who are VoiceOver users on macOS and also either are considering getting or already own the Focusrite Vocaster or Vocaster 2. The problem to be solved here is I like to be 100% certain of what audio I'm sending where, and I had a couple of friends who tried out the Vocaster or owned the Vocaster, and on macOS, they were unable to reliably ensure that when, say, in a Zoom call or Skype call, that they were not sending VoiceOver audio back out over the mix. And of course, as a screen reader user, we're plugged into the interface itself directly, and we're routing all of our audio through the interface, right? But we also want to make sure that people are not hearing VoiceOver unless that's a part of the plan. So I borrowed one of these. And I wanted to, try to troubleshoot this issue because I was thinking, well, there are some, outlines on the Focusrite website to explain how to do this.
New virtual device button.
Try to resolve this issue. Wasn't working for people. So, best way for me to deal with that is to get some hands-on time with the interface. I did some testing, was able to get audio, just my microphone audio going into recording applications just fine. I tried out voice memos actually on the Mac, and that was fine. But as soon as I jumped into a Zoom meeting a couple of days later, well, guess what? They were hearing me, they were hearing VoiceOver, they were even hearing themselves. Now, fortunately, it was my podcast co-host and very good friend, Michael Babcock. So one, he understood what was going on, and two, he was, patient enough for me to resolve the problem. Before we got down to it, we were actually just testing, right? Always test before you go live with anything new. So I reached for the tool that I always reach for on the macOS when I need to route audio or manage the flow of audio in any sort of way, and that is Loopback from Rogue Amoeba. And the solution I came up with is to basically recreate a version of what Focusrite Vocaster users get on Windows, where they're able to expose the host microphone, the line in, or the aux as it's called, the loopback channels, and, pick in within the system, where they want stuff to go. If they want the loopback to go into Zoom, they select that. But if they don't, they just select the host microphone, right? So I recreated that with loopback in virtual devices. to a point. I'm going to very quickly walk you through creating the host microphone device at least. And from there, the steps are repeatable for what you want to use.
Loopback audio.
So first, I'm going to hit the button to create a new device, and I'm going to name this
Selection replace.
Host 1. Because it makes my life easier.
New source menu button.
And I'm going to pick a new source.
Menu. Vocaster to USB.
I'm going to arrow up to Vocaster to USB.
New source menu button. Vocaster to USB.
And now I have the Vocaster to USB here. Now I'm going to do a little cleanup before I start adding stuff.
Pass-through.
So first, let's get rid of the pass-through device that was automatically added by Loopback, because I don't need to pass audio through this device at all. And now I'm going to go over to the channels that are already here.
Vocaster to USB.
Auto-mapped.
Vocaster to USB channel 2 to output channel 2.
And delete those.
Channels 1 and 2. Vocaster to USB channel 1 to output channel 1. Delete.
So that had output channel, Vocaster channel 1 going to output 1, Vocaster channel 2 going to output 2. Just deleted those. So now there are no connections.
Vocaster to USB.
Go back to Vocaster.
In Vocaster to
Interact.
USB. Source channels. In source channels. 14 items. Vocaster to USB channel 1.
And now interact again, and now I'm down into the channel list. And it exposes all of the channels.
This item has a help tag.
Big deal or big thanks to Focusrite for putting the mapping for the channels on their website for the Vocaster 1 and 2. So by looking at that map, I know that the host microphone on both devices is channel 5.
Vocaster to USB channel 5.
So I'm going to
Vocaster to USB channel 5 to output channel 1.
add a wire that connects Vocaster channel 5 to output channel 1.
Vocaster to USB. In source channels. In source channel. Vocaster to USB channel 6. Vocaster to USB channel 5 to output channel 1.
Except I'm going to map channel 5.
Vocaster to USB channel 5 to output channel 2.
To output channel 2. And there's my host microphone. And now in Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, anywhere within the system, I am able to choose the host microphone. And
out of host 1.
While I'm certain that there are other ways to have accomplished this task, I know as a user and as a semi-professional audio user that the audio flowing into Zoom next time I'm in a meeting is only what I intend for people to hear, which is my microphone. Hope you found this helpful. You can reach out to me on Twitter at Demasi, Damashe, or ping the channel's owner and founder, Michael Babcock, at Payown, Payown.
When I think of the holidays, cooking and eating are a major part of what I do. Together with friends, it's really wonderful to visit over some good food and fellowship. So I thought I would share a really quick tip that may be very common to most, but maybe some of you would like to make this a part of what you do when you find a great recipe online or a website that contains lots of recipes you'd like to visit again. You could bookmark it in your favorites, and that's fine, but they're a little bit fiddly to find, and maybe there's a faster way to get there. So what I've done is I've created a recipe folder on my iPhone, and then I have found apps that I put in there, or I found websites that I actually add to my home screen. So I'm going to show you about that. So I have an Instant Pot, and I love, love, love my Instant Pot. It's so great to be able to cook like a bean soup or chili or something like that in about an hour and no tough beans. The pressure cooking of the Instant Pot is fantastic. And even if I don't use the app with it, I still love cooking in it. So I have a favorite recipe designer couple, actually. Their names are Amy and Jackie, and they have a website for recipes for the Instant Pot because they're recipe testers, and that's what they do for their living. So here is what it says.
Instant Pot and Pressure Cooker Recipes, heading level 1. Tested Instant Pot recipes and pressure cooker recipes. Bookmark this growing collection of best easy recipes for Instant Pot pressure cooker, or step-by-step Instant Pot videos and Instant Pot tips. Have fun cooking, Tilda.
Okay, so their little tagline is have fun cooking, basically with the Instant Pot. So if I wanted to put that link, basically, on my home screen, what I would do is I would go to the bottom.
Toolbar, share, button.
And find this share button.
Close, button. 300 plus delicious Instant Pot.
And quite a ways down, all the options of how you can share this is add to home screen. We'll swipe there.
Options, AirDrop. Mail, message, Mona, drop, Papri, note, iRix, parcel, drive, crow, document, more, copy, button, add to reading list, add bookmark, button, add to favorites, add to quick note, button, find on page, button, add to home screen, button.
Okay, way down the list. So we're going to double tap add to home screen.
Can's text field is editing. 300 plus delicious Instant Pot recipes tested by Amy plus Jackie. Insertion point at end.
So you hear we're in a text box, and it's quite a lengthy little tagline there. So what I have done, and I have already added this to my home screen, is that I have shortened that to just Amy and Jackie. When you do that,
Clear text button.
or you could clear the text.
https://www.pressurerecookersites.com/instant-pot-recipe.
So there's the URL.
An icon will be added to your home screen, so you can quickly access this website from your default browser.
So
Quebec.
when I was swiping right, I heard all that information, but actually the add button
Clear text add button
is to the left. So after you adjust the text in the field, you're going to double tap the add button.
Google folder for apps.
And now this app has been added to my home screen with the name that was in the box that was longer than the name that I have. So that's a great way to bookmark anything really, whether it's technology or cooking, any website that you find, you can add it to your home screen for future reference, and it's so much easier to find.
This has been an Unmute production. For more, check out unmute.show.